not actually 24 years old. She's actually 13 or 14, a teenager stuck in her grown-up body. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited about today's video. I am going to be sharing with you a conspiracy theory. So if you're anything like me, you love conspiracy theory videos. I'm obsessed with them. Honestly, the creepier, the better in my book. But this one is not going to be creepy. If you do like creepy conspiracy theories, I definitely suggest checking out Shane Dawson's channel. When I found his conspiracy theories, I like binge watched them all in one day. They're so good. And so he's like the king of conspiracy theories. But this one I wanted to share with you guys because I have not seen it on YouTube yet. It might be out there somewhere, but I have not seen it. This is not something that I came up with on my own. I did see it in an article, so I'll link the original article down below in case you want to check it out. But today's conspiracy theory is about The Bachelor. I don't know about you, but The Bachelor is my favorite show of all time. I don't know why, I just love it. It's just the best. And I was particularly excited about this season because I've been a Nick fan from day one. Like, he was always my favorite. He was my favorite from the very beginning on Andy's season, so I've always been rooting for him. So having him be the Bachelor this time was really exciting. So specifically, this conspiracy theory is about the contestant on this season, Corinne. I'm assuming if you're watching this, then you're probably a Bachelor fan. You're probably keeping up with this season. But just in case you're not, Corinne is this season's villain. She has gotten on a lot of girls' bad sides. She is kind of immature. She's 24 years old. She comes from a very rich family. She claims to run their multi-million-dollar company. But the girl has a nanny. Yeah, she has a nanny as a 24-year-old. So that's just kind of like a quick, preview on who this girl is. So the conspiracy is that this girl, Corinne, is acting all these weird kind of ways and has a nanny because she's not actually a 24-year-old girl. She's in some sort of 13 going on 30 situation. So if you're not familiar with that movie, just really quickly, it's pretty much a 13-year-old girl makes a wish on her birthday, like to be older. And then the next day, she wakes up in her 30-year-old body, in her 30-year-old life, but she's still like her 13-year-old self. So the theory is that Corinne is in a situation similar to this. She's not actually 24 years old. She's actually 13 or 14, a teenager stuck in her grown-up body, and she's navigating life as actually a teenager. So here are the facts behind this theory. There may be some small spoilers if you're not caught up, but nothing like big, just so be aware of that if you are not caught up with the season. So the first big piece of evidence is Corinne is always sleeping. She's always sleeping. She slept through a rose ceremony. She slept on a group date. They're showing her sleeping all the time. So the reason that she is sleeping all the time is because she's a teenager and she needs to have her rest. Like, they've shown that some of these rose ceremonies, they last all through the night. These dates go really late. And of course she can't keep up with the other women and stay up because she's a teenager. So she needs 10 hours of sleep a night and loves to nap. I don't know, it makes sense to me. I mean, I'm only 2 years older than Corinne and I like my naps, but like, I could function and get through the day without them. Her, on the other hand, she can't. The next big piece of evidence is the fact that the girl has a nanny. Have you ever met a 24-year-old woman with a nanny? No. Like, have you met a 13-year-old girl with a nanny? Yes, probably. And here's a further piece of evidence on that point of something she said in one of the episodes. So she woke up from a groggy sleep one time and said, "I need Raquel," who is her nanny. One of the other contestants says, "Who's Raquel?" And Corinne answers very nonchalantly, "Raquel's my nanny." The other contestant then says, "Do you have kids?" Since normally a nanny takes care of the kids, and Corinne blatantly says, no, I am a kid. I mean, what more evidence do you need than that? She literally said she's a kid. I feel like this was her like outreach, like her cry for help, like, please, I'm trying to tell you, like, you guys aren't listening. I'm actually a kid. I'm a kid. I'm a kid. But no one really believes her and thinks she's just now an extremely spoiled and weird 24-year-old woman. The next piece of evidence in that she is actually a teenager is her food choices. Her favorite foods are cucumbers and cheese pasta, which no one really knows exactly what cheese pasta means. Like, is she trying to say mac and cheese, or is she literally saying like, here's some plain pasta with some Parmesan cheese sprinkled on top? I don't know. Whatever the case, cheese pasta is very basic, something that a child or a teenager would love. Cucumbers, also very basic. Here's a direct quote from Corinne. She makes sure that my bed is made every morning, makes my cucumber and vegetable slices for lunch. She makes me lemon salad. She knows exactly how much oil, lemon, and garlic I like. And cheese pasta. I have tried so many times to make cheese pasta, and I can't make cheese pasta like her. So, plain Jane foods. You'd think that somebody like her who, you know, comes from a family of money, who's probably done so much traveling, you know, might have more of an exotic taste palette, but no, she likes basic children's food. This next piece of evidence I love because it's just hilarious. This is a spoiler if you have not caught up on the season, but there is a date with the Backstreet Boys. And as suspected, every girl in the house, you know, they're around my age, so I'm 26. Backstreet Boys were huge in my like preteen years, like huge, so popular. And so the girls in the house, you know, are like my age, and so of course when they hear the Backstreet Boys are going to be on their date, they're all so excited because it's like their teenage dreams coming true. Well, Corinne was not excited about it at all. She actually had no idea who the Backstreet Boys were, and the reason is because when they were popular, she wasn't even born yet. If she is truly a 13-year-old girl, she was born after the Backstreet Boys had all of their fame and popularity. So it makes total sense why she could care less about the Backstreet Boys and claim to not know who they are. I think that's a big one. The next piece of evidence is, again, a little bit of a spoiler. Her idea of a hot date involves a bouncy castle. So she went out of her way to set up this great special surprise for Nick, and it was a bouncy castle. Most adult women would not think, oh, I'm gonna do something special for him. I wanna set up like a nice little date. I'm gonna get a bouncy castle. No, people would be like, I'm gonna, you know, maybe get some snacks, some champagne, maybe I'll give him a massage, or maybe I'll give him a nice and heartfelt gift. Like Vanessa gave him a very heartfelt book. That's an adult thing to do. Corinne thought that a bouncy castle was a good thing to do. Like, I don't know about you, but that would never cross my mind as something to do as a nice gesture for Nick. You tell me, maybe she just really likes to bounce. I don't know. And then the final piece of evidence is just a very basic one, is that she cries a lot. She cries a lot, she complains a lot. Overall, just seems to have a very immature personality. For instance, last week on the date, she completely sat out because her fingers were cold and she didn't want to do chores. Overall, her just personality as a whole is very childish. So, I don't know, I mean, this is all just fun, somebody's idea, you know, it's a conspiracy, but if you really think about those facts, I could see in some alternate universe how this could be true. Maybe she is in some crazy alternate universe, she got cursed in some way, there was some sort of fairy godmother situation, you never know. You never know. Now, this video was all meant to be just fun. I'm not in any way trying to be like mean to Corinne or, you know, make fun of her in any way, but I'm just such a true Bachelor fan that when I saw this article online, like, I had to share it with you guys because I figured other Bachelor fans would love it. And it's pretty hilarious, like, if you think about it. I really got a good laugh out of reading that article, so I wanted to share it with you guys. And what better way to jump into my first conspiracy theory video than with one about The Bachelor? So that is it for this video, you guys. I hope you really liked it. If you like conspiracy theory videos, please give this a thumbs up. Maybe I will do some more in the future. There's so many out there, but so many are also, you know, already told, and so I don't want to be repetitive, but if I find some unique ones like this one, maybe I'll share them again if you like this kind of video. Comment below and tell me your favorite contestant on this season. I still haven't quite decided who my favorite is. I really like Vanessa, but I don't know if I can actually say she's my favorite just yet. This time I don't really have a standout favorite just yet, so I would love to hear your favorite. And with that, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.
I caught her. I caught the wild animal.
The wild animal.
I caught the wild animal.
The wild animal.
Get her.
The wild animal. Hello. Oh yeah. This is Zoe. This is Zoe.
The
Say
wild
hello,
animal. I
the
finally
wild
caught her.
Animal. What
She's
are you
been
looking
elusive
at?
for weeks.
Oh.
We're gonna go on a walk. Whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah, we're gonna go on a walk. Wow.
Have fun.
I wanna walk while mommy talks to the internet.
So, of course, somebody says, who's Corinne? And Corinne, Corinne is not the nanny, Corinne is the child. And my feet are asleep. I'm wearing pajamas on the bottom, and my feet are asleep. My feet are asleep. Spoiler alert for my next video. If you've made it this far in this video, then you get a spoiler alert. Ben and I are about to film the Bean Boozled challenge, which should be very interesting. So you will definitely want to subscribe so that you see that video, which will be my next video. It's gonna be really fun.